Test, test, this is a test. Ooh! Ciao, my name is Marco, and for the past 12 years, I've been living abroad as an Italian expat. If you're an immigrant like me, or an Italian immigrant like me, you know that living in the US is super exciting, but it doesn't come without struggles. And don't get me wrong, I love this country. But boy, adapting to American culture can be a little bit of a shock. So based on my experience here in the US, these are the struggles of Italians living in America. I know what you're thinking, you're Italian, so the number one thing you're probably missing from Italy is the bidet. I knew it. No. So the number one thing we always look for when we move abroad is like the good Italian restaurant and access to good Italian ingredients. Italians are literally obsessed with food. Food is like part of our DNA, like good Italian cooking is part of our lives, like you can't take it away from us. The thing Americans haven't figured out yet is that cooking in is a lot cheaper, more affordable, and better for your health than eating out. And yet they eat out a lot. And by cooking, I don't mean spreading peanut butter and jam on a toast. That does not count as cooking, sorry. And yes, Italians are quite sassy. Access to good, healthy ingredients is not as democratic as it is back in Europe. You can definitely find Italian ingredients and fresh produce, but it will cost you more. Great tomato products, great coffee, pasta. And I swear this video is not sponsored by the Checo, but it's kind of my favorite pasta. But when it comes to very specific ingredients, that's when our life gets really, really tough. I love cheese, and access to fresh cheese, fresh, authentic Italian cheese in the US is not that straightforward, especially if you're on the West Coast like me. You can find some really bad imitations, Parmesan cheese, that is actually not Parmigiano, Mozzarella from Wisconsin, or mascarpone from Wisconsin, and I have a terrible story of me making a tiramisu with that. It did not turn out well. And then there's the imported cheese, which is like super expensive. And my trick is to go to Costco because they have the best Parmigiano Reggiano. But definitely really good fresh cheese, it's super challenging. Like think of a good burrata, stracciatella, the stracchino, and the squacquerone. Oh my god, I miss cheese so much. Here you can find 50 different types of Mexican tortilla, but not a single piece of a piadina bread. My heart is broken. Now you can find some Italian brands, like for example Giovanni Rana. However, a lot of Italian food in America tends to get a little bit Americanized. So if you go to the supermarket, you'll find like some Rana products like these ones, or this one, or the worst of them all is like fettuccine with chicken and Alfredo sauce. We both know that Alfredo sauce is not an Italian thing. Mr. Giovanni, your Italian passport is about to explode in 3, 2, 1. In all seriousness, forget about the freshly affettato Parma ham, forget about mortadella. It's never gonna be as fresh and as good as the one you eat in Italy. That is my number one struggle. I also do find a lot of Italian aperitifs and amari. Amari are extremely popular in the US these days. Like 10 years ago when I was here in college, like you could not find a bottle of Aperol or a bottle of Montenegro, so widely spread and so widely available right now. However, it will break your bank. Like about 3 to 4 times more expensive than it is in Italy. So eating Italian in the US is possible, but it will take a lot of cash out of you. Which is why a lot of us come back to the States with like bags filled with like Italian produce, or our mothers and aunties and nonnas are shipping containers of like Italian produce, boxes and parcels that we receive, and when we open them, it's like Christmas all over again. It's just like, yeah, Nonna sent me the fresh orecchiette, or you know, the passata, the sugo from wherever back home you are, and it's just like the most emotional moment for an Italian abroad. The attachment to food is so visceral and so passionate. It's just like a lover, and we just love it. We just love Italian food. Oh, and don't get me started on pizza. There's no way to get the right yeast. Lievito di birra. They don't have it in the US. Why? Where is the lievito di birra? Come on, guys.